Have you ever wondered if there are things you could do that your dog will never forgive? You come home after a long day, eager to see your furry friend, but they just ignore you. Or maybe you've raised your voice in frustration, and now your once playful pup cowers in fear. Dogs are incredibly forgiving creatures, but certain actions can damage the bond you share. We'll explore the emotional and psychological effects of these actions, and most importantly, how to avoid making these mistakes. So, let's get started. You walk through the door, exhausted after a long day, and there's your dog, tail wagging excitedly, ready to shower you with love. But you're tired, maybe a little stressed, and you just brush past them. You might think it's no big deal, but to your dog, this is a huge letdown. Dogs are incredibly social animals. Pack animals, we call them. They thrive on connection and affection. By ignoring them, you're rejecting their display of affection and diminishing their excitement. Imagine waiting all day to greet someone you love, only to be completely disregarded. It can lead to confusion, anxiety, and even behavioral issues down the line. So next time you come home, take a moment to greet your dog. Even a simple pat on the head or a quick, "Hey buddy," can make all the difference in their world. A tired dog is a happy dog. Dogs are built to move. Their bodies crave physical activity, and denying them this basic need is like denying them a part of themselves. Imagine being cooped up all day with no outlet for your energy. Lack of physical activity can lead to a whole host of problems: destructive behavior, excessive barking, obesity, even aggression. Walking your dog isn't just about physical stimulation, it's about mental stimulation too. It allows them to explore their surroundings, sniff out new scents, and engage with the world around them. So, make time for daily walks, runs in the park, or even just some good old-fashioned playtime in the backyard. The energy you invest in exercising your dog will pay off in a calmer, happier, and healthier companion. We've all been there. Your dog's misbehaving, chewing on things they shouldn't, barking incessantly, and you feel your frustration rising. You might be tempted to yell to assert your dominance, but let me tell you, that's the last thing you want to do. Dogs don't understand anger the way humans do. When you yell, they don't hear your words. They hear loud, scary noises that make them feel threatened and unsafe. This instills fear and anxiety, damaging the trust and bond you've worked so hard to build. Instead of raising your voice, focus on clear, consistent communication. Use calm, assertive energy and positive reinforcement techniques to guide their behavior. Patience and understanding are key to effective training and a harmonious relationship with your furry friend. You might think a crowded dog park or a family gathering is a fun outing for your furry friend, but for some dogs, these situations can be overwhelming and stressful. Not all dogs are social butterflies. Some are more reserved and prefer their own company or a small familiar group. Forcing a dog into a situation they find uncomfortable can trigger anxiety, fear, and even lead to defensive behaviors. It's crucial to understand your dog's body language and recognize signs of stress. Instead of forcing them to endure a stressful situation, create a safe space for them to retreat. If you're at a park, find a quiet spot away from the crowd. By respecting their boundaries and listening to their cues, you're creating a trusting environment where they can thrive. Just like us, our dogs need regular checkups and preventative care to live long, healthy lives. Neglecting their health is not only irresponsible, but it's also one of the most unforgivable things you can do as a dog owner. Regular vet visits, vaccinations, parasite prevention, and dental care are essential for their well-being. Ignoring these needs can lead to serious health problems down the line, causing unnecessary suffering for your furry friend. Imagine being told one day that it's okay to sit on the couch, but the next day you're scolded for doing the same thing. Confusing, right? That's exactly how dogs feel when we're inconsistent with our rules and boundaries. Dogs thrive on routine and predictability. They need clear, consistent guidelines to understand what's expected of them. When we constantly change the rules, it creates confusion and frustration, making it nearly impossible for them to learn and behave appropriately. Remember, consistency is key in dog training. Establish clear rules and boundaries from the start and stick to them. This creates a stable and predictable environment where your dog can relax, learn, and thrive. We've talked about the importance of physical exercise, but mental stimulation is just as crucial for a dog's well-being. Dogs are intelligent creatures who need mental challenges to keep their minds sharp and prevent boredom. Without it, they can become bored, destructive, and even depressed. Engage their minds with puzzle toys, interactive games, and training sessions. Teach them new tricks, provide them with challenging chew toys, or consider enrolling them in agility or obedience classes. Mental stimulation isn't just about preventing boredom, it's about strengthening your bond, building their confidence, and providing them with a sense of purpose. A mentally stimulated dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog makes for a happy owner. Imagine this. You come home to find your favorite pair of shoes chewed to pieces. You're furious, so you grab your dog, rub their nose in the mess, and yell at them. Sound familiar? While it might feel satisfying in the moment, punishing your dog after the fact is completely ineffective and potentially harmful. Dogs live in the present moment. They don't have the capacity to connect an action they did in the past with a punishment they're receiving now. Instead of resorting to punishment, focus on prevention and redirection. If you don't want your dog chewing on your shoes, put them away in a safe place. If you catch them in the act of misbehaving, redirect their attention with a firm no, and provide them with an appropriate chew toy. Positive reinforcement and consistent training are far more effective than punishment. You might think a walk is just about physical exercise, but for a dog, it's so much more than that. Sniffing is their way of experiencing the world, of gathering information, of engaging their senses. Denying them this crucial activity is like taking away their ability to see the world in full color. Imagine walking through a park with your eyes closed. You'd miss out on all the sights, the colors, the beauty around you. Sniffing allows them to explore their surroundings, pick up on scents left by other dogs, and engage their minds. Instead of rushing through walks, allow your dog ample time to sniff and explore. Let them set the pace, pause at interesting spots, and indulge their curiosity. A walk isn't just about physical exercise, it's about providing your dog with a rich and stimulating experience. Dogs are social creatures who crave companionship. They form deep bonds with their humans and thrive on interaction and attention. Leaving them alone for extended periods can lead to separation anxiety, boredom, and even depression. If you work long hours or have a busy schedule, consider hiring a dog walker, enrolling your pup in doggy daycare, or asking a trusted friend or neighbor to check in on them. Dogs are social beings who need interaction and stimulation. By ensuring they have companionship and mental enrichment, even when you're not around, you're creating a happier, healthier, and more well-adjusted furry friend.